takes care of mosque or masjid, and we're going to have a ceremony according to the Muslim tradition. And it's a very simple ceremony, and he's going to officiate.
Okay. Should I remove this?
Yeah.
No corona here, corona.
Social distance.
Okay, so this is me. So I want to say Assalamu alaikum. May
Alaikum
peace
salam.
be with you, right? The best that I can wish you today. May peace of God be with you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So we are here for a very important occasion, a decision made by two good people. I'm very sure that they had a lot of discussions regarding this. I'm sure that they are not committing suicide. I just want to explain to you the procedures of Islamic marriage. Believe me, it's not going to be long. Short. And so the procedure is as follows. We are Muslims, we believe in God, and so I'm only representing that. The greatest witness today is God the Almighty, witnessing this. And so having all of you, we are many. Just keep that in mind. Now, we have 5 stages, or 5 conditions, so to call them. 1, for Islamic marriage to be valid, there must be a representative who represents the bride, a guardian. And the guardian for today is dad and the family, which means it is a very serious issue. You don't just meet and say we are married. No, at least there must be a representative. They raised her, so they want to be part of her life now and tomorrow. The second condition, at least 2 witnesses. And again, all of us are witnesses, right? But at least. So we have Brother Mukhtar. Again, Dad is here, Mom is here, and all of us are witnesses. We believe in the concept of angels, so angels are also witnesses. So we are many here, right? Many witnesses. Number 3. In Islam, there is something unique called al-mahr, dowry, bridal dowry gift. That Sister Shasa, she should have asked for. Sasha, right? Sasha. My tongue. Sasha. She is required to ask for that gift. Normally, you don't ask for a gift. You should not be specific. Just, bring me something. But this one is very specific. And remember, he is not buying her. She's not a car. But it is a gift. Because women were really degraded in many societies in the history of this world. Make babies, don't talk where people, don't contribute, to the society. Islam promoted women that, look, from the beginning, be part of this vow. You are not just a tool, you are not a maid, you are not a slave, right? So I think that is done. She asked for something, let us keep it secret, right? Number four is what is called the ijab and qabul. Ijab and qabul is we need to marry her by her consent. There is no forceful marriage in Islam. It has to come from yourself. Do you really want this? Is it from you? You should not be forced, and it should not be forced on you. And so by her consent and agreement of the family, right, then we're going to offer her to my brother here, Brother Robert. So it is called an offer and acceptance. What is number 5? We're going to read some verses from the Noble Quran, and I'm going to remind them of at least prophetic guidance regarding marriage, and then we're going to conclude this. So somebody may be saying, when are we going to leave this place, right? It's too long. Believe me, the first condition is met. Guardian is right here, Dad is here. And we want to thank Dad for raising her for you. Right? Brother Robert, Dad raised her for you. And mom takes all credit, believe me. Believe me. Yeah, I'm telling you. That lady there. Number 2, witnesses are already available, right? What is that? Anyone who was listening? Anyone who was listening? The third one is what? The dowry is done. They have agreed on it. So what is left? What is left? The offer and acceptance. I'm going to make that last. I'm afraid we may do it now, then he changes his mind. He may change his mind. I've seen people saying, no, I've changed my mind. Push it to another day. So let us give him a chance. We're going to do that at the end. What I'm going to do now, I want to read some verses from the Noble Quran to officiate this. Then we're going to come to that end of, do you accept, do you accept? And if they accept, this is going to be the simplest presiding over a marriage you ever witnessed. 70% is done. Only 30% I'm going to deal with. Are you ready for this? I'm going to recite it in Arabic, then I will translate it in a form of advising them, then we are done. It's not going to take long. Ready for this? Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله قال الله تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم النكاح من سنتي فمن رغب عن سنتي فليس مني. I'm done, right? What did you hear? Did you get some? Thanks for listening. Thanks for understanding. I reminded Brother Robert and Sister Sasha, right? I'm not going to make that mistake again. God the Almighty created them for one another. Created one and then created the other one so that they should coexist. Allah, God the Almighty, tells you that you should be mindful of His commandments and instruction upon you. In other words, live godly life. Right? This is what any priest, any pastor would have advised members of that church. Allah, God the Almighty, is also advising you that you should also know that there are rights in this marriage. There are responsibilities in this marriage, but also there are duties in this marriage. Rights alone is not going to work. It's rights with responsibilities. That is the reality. You need to be patient. Look, this is the beginning of knowing each other. You don't really know each other until when you start living together. So you need to be patient with one another. Life changes. No condition is permanent in life. Listen, trust one another. You have to build trust. Do you love one another? I say you like one another. You're going to learn to grow, to nurture that love between you. It's a process. So please, it's a big war. Not fighting, but you need to fight yourself to love one another. It's a process. Sometimes marriage is like just winter, spring, summer, sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's going to be too cold, right? It will be raining. If you are in Texas, there will be, how do you call it? Thunder and light in marriage. So you need to be patient with one another. Look, be the first one to say, forgive me when you're wrong. When you love someone, you apologize. When you sincerely love one another, you will be the first one to say, I'm wrong. I don't know how you're going to call one another. I don't want to speculate here. Some people call one another my chapati. Some people say my biryani. Some people say my burger. I don't know how you're going to call one another. I don't know. But please, it's so sweet when you connect that title with forgive me, I'm wrong. You want to grow in marriage? You want to grow because marriage itself necessitates for it again, process, not just love. Please help one another because she tells us that you are handsome and you tell us that she's beautiful for you, right? But we remain to be weak. All human beings are weak. We have some weaknesses in us. Help one another. These are two weak people that God has brought together to be strong, to strengthen one another. That is marriage. What is left? I mentioned trust. What else? I mentioned love one another, but there is no love without being merciful to one another. Love and mercy is stronger than love alone. Love do expire. The most abused verb on earth. Love you. Love you. Sometimes it's very, very bitter. But you can make it if you are also merciful to one another. Look, respect is part of marriage. If you love someone, the first thing is respect. If you don't respect your husband, you don't respect your wife, you may end up being a boyfriend and a girlfriend in this. You need to be more friends as a husband and wife. More friends. So I've covered everything. Did I mention patience? Did I mention trust? Did I mention that it's a process that they start learning how to love one another? The last thing is this. Make this marriage bring families and friends together. Do not make this marriage divide the families. You need your families. Sister Sasha, respect Brother Robert's family. Love them. You don't lose anything in doing that. Love them as they are. Brother, look at this beautiful family. They welcomed you. You are here. They love you already. They want you to learn to love their daughter. And you know what is the proof of love? How you treat one another. How you communicate with one another. Part of marriage and divorce, one of the contributing factors is lack of proper and respectful communication. Sweetheart, my this, my moon, my this, but comes a time, 6 months after that, look at this puppy. Look at this. Now you don't even have name for one another. Just 6 months. What happened? Please maintain that. Again, you are only humans. You're gonna make mistakes. You may see certain things that you never imagined, you never expected in her. Love her with that. And you may see certain things in him that you never, expected. Please love him with that. And so I'm done. I think this is, if I add, I think I'm gonna spoil this, right? I wanna call Father to come closer. The guardian, please come closer. I want to ask Dad, listen to how this is, I said very unique. Dad has to do my job today. I want to ask Dad to ask his daughter if she really want to receive Brother Robert as her husband. Robert, you have every right. I'm giving you an offer. You buy one, you get two here. You have every right to say no. I'm giving you a secret. Please offer.
Sasha Fatima Mela, I am asking you in front of everybody, do you take Robert Wesley Ludwig as your husband in front of Everybody?
I do, yes.
Say no. Say no. Done. You said yes. Yes, right?
Yes.
I want to ask you a question, Brother Robert. Think. Think again. Think again for the third time. If your heart is not settled, please don't. We are not going to blame you today. If you only say no, I smell some good food. We're going to eat and go out. Brother Robert, do you accept? Sincerely, from your heart. Do you? I'm coming closer. Do you accept from your heart to receive and get married to my sister Sasha Fatima Miller as your permanent wife? Promising that you're gonna be kind to her, respectful to her, generous to her, you're gonna protect her, you're gonna love her, and you are not gonna hurt her. Now think before you say yes. Do you accept to receive Sister Sasha as your permanent wife? I'm not even looking at you.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? I just want to tell everybody here that in Islam, if two people, adults, intellectuals, sits down, bright people like this, smart people sits down and say we want to do it right. And all these people gathered here. And we ask them that by God, do you accept one another as a husband and wife? And they say, what did you hear them say?
Yes.
Yes, right? Then we want to say that Brother Robert and Sister Sasha are officially married. So I want to pray on them by saying, Barakallahu laka wa baraka alaykuma wa jama'a bainakuma fi khairin. Look, I just say that may God bless you. May the blessings and mercy of God descend upon both of you, and may God connect you, bring you together to live as a husband and wife with all goodness. And may God protect you from any evil. May God protect you from any evil.
Amen.
Anything that may interrupt or interfere with your marriage. Bad people, if they do exist, I don't know. Bad environment, bad influence, and just yourselves, the evilness that each one of us may have, in you. May God connect you and be friends and be, more than a brother and sister in this marriage, that you love one another, you support one another, and that you are there for one another. And so, this is a husband and wife. And yes, the journey has started. And my last advice to you is, marriage is also considered to be an act of worship in Islam. Fear God regarding your marriage. And it is also a journey to paradise. A journey to paradise. We believe that there is paradise on the day of judgment. So we are done, right? I say very short, right? Very short, right? Very, very short. Please, you can see me another time. Today you are happy. I know honeymoon is going to follow. And then when things are not down, when things have started climbing the mountains, come and see me. We can talk again, right? I want to pray. I want to make Islamic prayers and then we are done. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh God the Almighty, we ask you all good that you have for us in this world. We ask you to grant them good. Grant them the best. Grant them blessings. Grant them barakah and rahmah. Forgive our sins, Ya Allah. Protect this marriage. Make this marriage be better, Ya Allah. Connect their hearts that they become better people, that they grow together, they understand one another, they support one another, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, if you bless them with children, make them to be righteous and good children, Ya Allah. Make them to be of benefit for themselves in marriage and also for their neighbor. Make them to be examples. Make them to be good example and role model, to other friends. Make them to be better people, make this to be a source of strength for them. Open for them doors of sustenance. Open for them door of mercy and door of blessings. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I started praying in the name of God, and I'm ending my prayers by saying, all praise are for God the Almighty. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you very much.
Ameen.
Married, right? Now I'm not going to give you a hug, Corona. We want them to sign the papers, so they can sign.
Okay.
They can. It will be good if they just sign
All
this
right.
now.
Okay, I'll ask.
Yes, we will bring it.
Congratulations.
You want to sign it?
both of you.
Enjoyment.
It will be good if they sign this one.
All right. Okay.
Sasha will sign and he will sign it because her name is here first.
Party. Sasha.
Yes.
Okay.
You think? Two.
Oh.
Professional. My sister, she will like it. This. My sister, she will like it. She likes something simple like this.
This is.
Sister-in-law, yes. Lula, your friend.
Oh.